On today's episode, we're going to be talking about Rams versus Chiefs and giving you our predictions for the game. We also have a lot of injury news, a lot of IR news. We're going to talk about all that and more. Stick around.
Chiefs Kingdom, we hope you had a happy Thanksgiving and you're ready for this matchup against the Rams on Sunday. We are all chiefed up. We do Kansas City Chiefs news, analysis, and more. If you're new here, make sure to hit that sub button right now. Like the videos, it helps us out. Mike, how was your Thanksgiving, man?
It wasn't too bad. I ate some food. I watched a little bit of football. Speaking of, what did you think about the first game of the day, Lions and Buffalo? What do you think about Buffalo? You think they impressed you or what?
No, I think it showed how weak they can be. I know the Lions are not exactly the Lions that you're used to. They're getting better. They're a young team, but they're still not good. And people are acting like they're some great team. Buffalo looked vulnerable today. Josh Allen, you can blame it on injury all you want, but Josh Allen's just Josh Allen 99% of the time. You know, he'll have those great streaks where people act like he's the greatest quarterback ever. But when it really boils down to it, Josh Allen is that guy that turns the ball over in the red zone. He's on or off. It just depends. Today happened to be an off day, and they squeaked one out, man. And it was all because the Lions butchered their last drive. They had every chance in the world to milk that clock and win the game, and they just didn't execute.
The entire game, they were trying to make the fans watching the game seem interested. They were making excuses to why Buffalo just wasn't blowing this team out.
Right.
Detroit is not the juggernaut they were trying to make them out to be. Don't get me wrong.
No.
They're solid, all NFL talent. Games are close these days. We get it. Teams can have bad games. We had a bad game against the Colts. But the point is, they were trying to make the Lions seem like they were just already there, and they're not. They're a good team trying to raise. Dan Campbell's doing a pretty good job of getting them together, but still, with Goff as their quarterback and different things, they're not that, formidable of an opponent for a team like the Bills, or at least they shouldn't have been. So I thought the Bills did not look very good. I believe the Chiefs, we did lose to the Bills. We hear that all the time. I get it, but that's an early season game. It has no bearing on anything else. I think at this point in time, we're better than the Bills. I think we're better than the Bills when we lost to them, to be honest. But yeah, other than that, I just get kind of tired of everybody on the Josh Allen hype train. He's a turnover machine. He does make plays with his legs more than his arm half the time. And the dude is like, he takes cheap shots all the time. He is such a crybaby. Like, we posted a picture where he like pushes the dude right in the face for literally just sacking him. The dude does nothing wrong. He's like double handing him to the face and pushing off. And everybody's like, that's just him playing the game. And it's like, y'all make excuses for this crap all the time. Like,
he's a big time crybaby. He throws hissy fits all the time. It's like Tom Brady, but without any credentials. Like Tom Brady can throw hissy fits because he's got 7 Super Bowl rings. Josh Allen, you just look like a crybaby when you do it, which I mean, Brady does too, but at least he has something to back it up. My whole thing with this Bills game and people just being all over the Bills balls all the time, dude. Like the media is out here trying to convince us this is the greatest football team of all time, the greatest offense of all time, and they should just slaughter everybody. But then when the Lions are beating them and had the game in hand, it was excuses, excuses, excuses. And one thing that I'm really tired of seeing are people in Chiefs Kingdom that can't get off the nuts of the Bills as well. It makes no sense. Like, do you have no confidence in your team? Do you think that you need to pump up the Bills that way in case we lose to them in the postseason? You can be like, well, I knew they were good. I told everybody that. Shut up, man. Just have some confidence. It's football. It's fun. We don't like other teams. We make fun of other teams. They sucked today. Josh Allen's a crybaby. They looked really stupid hugging each other and crying because they won against the Lions. Like, I mean, it's dumb. And quit acting like, oh, well, they found a way to win. They're the greatest team ever. Who cares? Like, have some fun. Live a little.
If they ever do a sequel to Brokeback Mountain, those two may get the leading role. But yeah, I'm with you. I don't know what the deal is, why we're not allowed in the year 2022. I guess everybody's feelings get hurt.
Everyone can talk trash on the Chiefs on Twitter, and it's not a big deal. We'll just sit here as a fan base and take it. Everybody takes it. But then, God forbid we dish it out a little bit to another team because then our own fan base is defending that team. And it's like, just have some fun with this stuff. It's stupid. Like, Buffalo is overhyped. Yeah, they're a good team. They have good players, and they could very well win the whole thing this year. It just depends on how it goes. But in my opinion, the Chiefs are a better team, and I'm going to say that. And I have confidence in that. And I don't feel like that I need to suck on the teat of Buffalo just to please everybody.
Dude, to make them look better, everybody sat there and tried to act like Detroit was such a great team and it was such a hard fought win. But yet when we go into SoFi and beat an actual contending team, and Justin Herbert and the Chargers, somehow the Chiefs don't get the same kind of credit. Like we're just all dished off as we just suck, and that shows how weak we are. It's
Barely beat
hilarious,
Justin
dude.
Herbert, at
Ooh.
home in a divisional matchup. Nothing like beating no Jared Goff.
What do you think about some injury news, man? We heard that Clyde is going to the IR like we predicted all the way back on Tuesday, I believe. We also said Rojo. Um, we have other people out here. They kept bringing up the name Derek Gore over and over. I've heard that parroted all week long. I don't know where that originated from. I have no idea. I haven't really got on and looked and read. I haven't really seen it anywhere, but for some reason it keeps showing up in our comments. No idea why Chiefs Kingdom always wants to go back to the well of every past player. It doesn't matter who it is.
They
We
always
have
use the excuse too as, well, they know the system. And it's like, you know what? They did know the system and they still weren't good enough. That's why they're not playing for the Chiefs anymore. Derek Gore, I think he's on the practice squad in New Orleans anyway. Leave him there. I don't think we need Derek Gore. We have Rojo on the team, okay? We have Ronald Jones, who is heads and shoulders above Derek Gore as a
well,
running back.
let me tell you, Steve, I've seen the comment about 7 times this week was he just fumbles the ball. That's what they got rid of him for in
I
Tampa Bay.
mean,
He that's
that's
legitimate.
true. That's true, but the same people are out here as soon as Melvin Gordon's dropped, they're like, we need to sign Melvin Gordon. It'd make the team
Yeah,
excellent.
that
It's like,
dude has
what?
fumbled all year. But not to mention, fumbling just happens. McKinnon fumbled in the last game, almost costed us. Pacheco fumbled the game before that. And Andy had to go back to him to not hurt his confidence. It happens. It's part of the game. Gore is not it. Like we liked him when he was
Nah.
here, but he never could take the job fully when he had the opportunity. So yeah, that's a stupid idea. It's not happening. Hopefully Rojo gets in, proves everybody wrong. Like we said, I think Rojo Pacheco is a great 1-2 punch. We also seen that Lucas Niang is back from IR. People keep asking us if he's going to play and if he's going to take Wiley's spot. Steve, take this one.
No.
No.
I mean, this guy hasn't been on the field in forever, ever since COVID. He has not played football. Before COVID, he was not an excellent right tackle. He was a work in progress. This guy's going to be rusty. It's going to take a long time. And I honestly doubt he will ever start a game as a Chief again. But, I mean, he could prove me wrong. Don't take that 100%, but I just don't see it. I think it's Wiley's job for the year. And I think the next person in line for that's going to be Kennard, whether people like it or not. I mean, Brett Veach even said a while back, the only reason why Kennard's not in there right now is because he come from a run heavy offense at UK and he's got to adjust and learn the pass pro better and get better. But he knows he's talented enough to do that. It's just going to take time. So I think they're investing in Darian Kennard. I just don't see him doing a whole lot with Lucas Niang. He might get in there a little bit if there's injuries or things like that. But other than that, I wouldn't expect much.
Right. So Jalen Watson has hurt his hand. I think he should play this week. I don't see a big reason why he wouldn't. The other big news is Kadarius Toney. Some people are saying he can miss a game. Some people saying 2 games, all from the hamstring. We said that we don't think he was milking it, but at the same time, maybe there was something there with the hamstring. Maybe he was just a little too optimistic when he got here. He wanted to get on the field too quick. I don't think this is a lingering issue. We're not going to get into it that much. Again, I believe when he's ready to play, he's going to play. I'm sure you agree with me. Juan Thornhill, he's still limited at practice with his calf issue. I don't know if he's going to play or not. We don't really know. It's probably going to be a game time decision. I would think they may just roll with Brian Cook and just go on with it. This game coming up this weekend, again, it's the NFL. Every game's kind of rough. But let's go ahead and get into that because we do have some big injury news. Stafford is out with a concussion here. So it looks like they're going to have to go with backup John Wolford, who actually has been
Who?
very limited. John Wolford. He's been their
John
backup for a
Wolford.
few years. Yeah, I know.
Hmm.
He's had a neck injury. He's been limited. He may not play. May have to go with third stringer Bryce Perkins. You might remember him out of
Who?
Virginia.
Who?
Bryce Perkins.
Who? Okay.
Yeah. To hear the Rams talk about it, we're going to know who he is on Sunday.
Hey, we might. You never know. Maybe he'll pull a Taylor
Hey,
Heineke or something.
that used to happen to the Chiefs all the time. It'd be the
Yeah.
worst player ever, and they'd come in and we'd make him like a Pro Bowl starter. But
But for
yeah,
real though, you talking about this? They have no quarterback. They just let Daryl Henderson go, so they're totally reliant on Cam Akers. Cooper Cup's on the IR. I mean, this is a week for a lot of our players to get healthy, and we should still handily win the game. This should not be big time competition. Like, I understand you can't underestimate anyone in the NFL on any given Sunday, but come on, guys. Like, this is the week you need to go out there, make it a comfortable win, let your players that are hurt rest, get healthy. I mean, it's just silly to me if they make this a ball game. I feel like the Chiefs are really dropping the ball if that happens.
Right. If the Chiefs just go out and stick to pretty much the same exact game plan they stuck to last week with getting Pacheco involved, getting Mahomes into rhythm, and start to, just take what he
But
has.
normally we have 5 keys to beating so and so.
Right.
This week we got 1 key, and it's don't let Aaron Donald destroy you. Like just stop Aaron Donald. Either run the ball away from him, double team him, whatever you got to do. If you can go out and move the ball on this defense, I mean, only that's it. There's nothing else because their
Right.
offense, like honestly, if we just put up 21 plus points, we should win this game pretty easily, unless our defense just lays down.
Okay. Well, let's go ahead and get into game predictions then. Steve, what do you have?
I'm going to go with 38-10 Chiefs. I think that they will go up early and they will hold on to that lead. Uh, Honestly, I think giving the Rams 10 here is being generous. I feel like if our defense really locked down, had a good week, might shut them out. But I'm going to go 38-10. I'm going to say Mahomes has 4 passing touchdowns and just an easy game. And I think maybe they can be ahead enough to where the fourth quarter, some of these guys that need some rest can get out of the game, and we can get some other guys in and get some experience.
Do you have an MVP prediction?
Mahomes. That's
Okay.
4 passing touchdowns. Probably what 350 yards, 4 touchdowns. We'll go Mahomes.
Okay, I like it. I'm going to go with the Chiefs 34, and I'm actually going to give the Rams 17. The only reason I think they may get some garbage time.
Possibly.
Yeah, I think the Chiefs will get up early, like you said, but I do believe in the fourth quarter they may get some garbage stuff. Who knows? I'm going to take a little bit of a risk on MVP. I'm going to say with all the injuries still to the wide receiver room, we do have Juju possibly coming back this week. But I'm seeing the progression from a little guy named Sky Moore that I really like. I'm going to give him 6 catches for 75 yards and a touchdown. And I know that's not a huge game, but for Sky, that would be a big game for Sky, and it would get him his first NFL touchdown. It would start to get him in this offense a little more. And I think Sky's going to get his first touchdown this week.
That'd be a good one. He could use a confidence boost. I mean, last week was a pretty good one for him, but I think we all saw what Sky's capable of. There's been so much Chiefs Kingdom that's been down on him just because he's not out there performing like George Pickens has so far. But guys, he hasn't had the opportunities, to be honest. And then last week when he finally got some reps, he looked good. You saw what he can do. He's fast. He's got good hands, and he can get open. So he's going to be a huge part of this offense going forward. Maybe not this season, but you're going to know Sky Moore in the next few years. So get used to that. I'd love to see him get player of the game. Someone else that could have a big game against the Rams could be Chris Jones because he went off on the Rams last time they played each other. And he's a top-rated defensive player in the National Football League right now. And we talk about it right here in this video that's popping up now. Make sure to watch that. Leave some comments. Talk to us about it. Let us know what you think. And we will see you guys after the game, Chiefs Kingdom.
Hope you guys had a good Thanksgiving. Peace.
There goes a sight from my soul.